And we're live. Hello, everyone. Hey, Eric, thanks for joining us today. Let me know how everything sounds as we get underway today. Also, I'm just going to pull this up, and we're good. Alright, so first thing on the agenda is a really fun little, I guess, pseudo-collaboration, I guess you could say. I'm gonna turn this down just a little, just a smidge, so that I can hear myself a little better. Yeah, so this is a pseudo collaboration with Lulu VZ, aka Spicy Project. She put up this basic black and white line art for essentially anyone to color. So I'm gonna do exactly that, and that's where we're gonna start today. Just gotta make sure I'm on the right layer. Yeesh. I think that's the right. Let's see. Nah, I think I had it right the first time. Also, yeah, so starting now, link for all of my music is going to be in the description unless it's an extension. If it's something I've made or edited myself, I won't have a link, but in this case, there's going to be a link for everything. So, because I'm not making, there's nothing playing that I made myself this time. It's just going to be stuff. It's just going to be stuff that I've taken off of YouTube that for some reason is exceedingly loud. Yep, that'll work. I think we'll use this color. I can't get over how like crazy good this line art is. I honestly wish mine was. I wish my line art was this good. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. How have things been on your end, Eric? Doing good so far? I just hope you're doing well. Let me know if you can. Let me know if you're having any trouble hearing me or hearing the music. I've been adjusting everything slightly, but otherwise, I think everything's good. Doing well. Good to hear it. I mean, to be fair, Lulu VZ is like, she's ridiculously good. I hear you clearly. The music is non-intrusive. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. But yeah, she's a freaking ridiculous artist. Once the stream is done, I'll probably re-edit the description and put links to all her stuff in it because it's so cool. She has this big project. It's just Project Spicy, where it's essentially, imagine if IDW had a budget. Like, a lot of her stuff gives me Sonic vibes, but it's also just clearly her own work, and it's super good. And actually, the character you're seeing on screen is actually it's Doc, but in that world essentially. It's Doc as one of the characters in the world that she made, and she's got lore, lore characters, like backstory and all, like, and she has got a comic, she's got a game being made, she's got animations, and everything she makes is just freaking phenomenal, and it's crazy how good it all is. So. And that's the reason why we're doing this, is because her stuff is awesome, and yeah. Plus, like the description of the stream says, weather outside sucks. Everything in here is nice and cozy. I picked up some video game music that has rain atmosphere because it's raining cats and dogs where I'm at right now. But I didn't think anyone would be able to hear that, so I was like, you know what, we're gonna do something. I'm gonna look for something that has a rain atmospheric in the background. I just gotta, y'all bear with me. I gotta do a bit of filling in because the fill bucket for Krita is admittedly not the best. I can't tell if... Is this part of her hair? Oh, I see what she does. Yeah, it's the outer part of her hair. Well, I'm gonna start with basic colors, and then I'll worry about shading and stuff after the flats are done. Rain would be nice. We got a bunch of snow and wind in my northern wasteland. I mean, snow is cool in its own way, as long as it's like not like freaking Canadian snowing where it's just thick to the point that like you can't go anywhere. Although I have nothing nice to say about ice. That's just sleet and hail just sucks. Can't help you in that regard. I am old as I hate the cold. Hey, and if you're old, then I'm ancient. Although, admittedly, if I had to choose between hot and cold, it probably would be cold. Maybe I'm not that old then. You know, actually, no, I do kind of enjoy the cold. Maybe just because I'm sentimental. Okay, so minor problem with the stream that I didn't think about before. I actually don't remember what color Spicy's boots are. I also don't remember if she wears gloves. I don't think she wears gloves. But I should have double-checked my references before I started this. I don't know what I was thinking, but I genuinely forgot what color Spicy's boots are, so... I'll probably just put in my best guess and then correct it later? Question mark? I don't know. Pretty sure they were like dark purple boots or something. I don't remember for certain. Oh, I'm gonna have to close that up too. I just now spotted that I just now spotted that opening in the color where the fill bucket stopped. White gloves with green cuffs. Did you confirm that, or are you just saying that for the sake of saying that? Can I get a no cap in the chat, please, for that? Googling pictures of the character. Okay. Also, I was right about the purple boots. Hell yeah. For some reason, I had it in my head that she had purple boots. No cap. Don't worry about it, Eric. It's modern internet slang. I don't I don't expect your old and wizened self to know anything about it. You've been out of the loop for a few generations, so you may not be familiar with the hip young lingo. I just don't understand kids these days. They're interwebs and their emoji. Dude, I don't understand emojis. I'm only in my 30s and I don't understand emojis. Like, there was nothing wrong with smileys. Smileys were like the thing, and they were like the coolest thing. Like, even if you follow me on Twitter, I've only just recently started using emojis, and only when I am absolutely positively just screwing with people. I'll almost exclusively use smileys, because they're just more fun. It gives me a vibe of doing a whole lot with a very little. Smileys are where it's at. Damn straight. Oop, wrong layer. That might actually... That might... BRB. Alright, see you when you get back. That might bite me in the ass later, actually. I better get rid of that. You know what? I probably should have grabbed... it didn't even occur to me to grab Hollow Knight music for this. It's the perfect music for this atmosphere. But, oh well. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Yeah, that's meant to be color, and then everything else is meant to be white. So let's fix that. Let's go one layer up. It just occurred to me that this is all supposed to be white, actually. Who doesn't like a good waltz? Ugh. This looks really rough. Hold on. Where did I do... This is right here, right? Yeah, so let's get rid of this. Bit too far out. stream also looks a little rough. Maybe if I make the screen a little bigger? Let's see. Back in black. Welcome back. I'm doing some minor technical tweaks. The stream was looking a little fuzzy on my end, so I just wanted to make sure everything didn't look too weird, basically. Also, I just realized that I need to take your time, no rush. I appreciate it. Also, I just realized that this needs to this whole section actually needs to be white, and not be skin color. So we're working on that right now. And this is supposed to be not white, he says as he paints it white. Oh man, this is one of those details with eyes that is gonna bug me for the entirety of the stream, or at least the vast majority of it. If I could just get a good angle. I'm really bad at these like precision angle fills. That doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Alright. Oh yeah, absolutely. The part where it cuts the... Yeah, the part where it cuts from the skin tone, absolutely. It's like the worst. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the same layer because it's the same color. I'm gonna probably darken this later, but for now it'll be the same color. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do flats first, and then I'll do shading and highlights and everything else. Fun fact about digital art versus traditional art: with traditional art, you typically go dark to light. In digital art, you go light to dark. That's a fun little the more you know sort of thing. Cue the more you know gif in the in the video. The more you know. Speaking of that, her pupils are white. Yes, they are white. Okay. Just making sure. something else I might want to trim up a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can do something about the eyes. Knowing is indeed half the battle. Sun Tzu said that. Boop. Let's see. Actually, this needs to... I'm going to play this save and put this below the skin layer, wherever the hell that went. Okay, good. Oh, that's too big. It's still a bit too big. There we go. I can work with that. The other half is AoE DPS. Not if you're playing Overwatch, it's not. But I do get the reference. Although Sojourn is really strong right now, so maybe you're not entirely off with that estimate. God, that fill bucket really just... I gotta take another look at the fill bucket the next time I use it, because, man, it just, left a bunch of holes. Left quite a bit of holes. Let's see. I can start with this for the headband, and we will go from there. Although I'm going to collapse all this first. Cool. Yeah. I'll collapse all that, and then we'll go from there. Make things easier to manage. Hairband is also green. Okay. So are the hairbands in the clamps the same color? Because I do have a reference for her hairband that I'm gonna use. So if their hairband and the clamps are the same color, then I'll just use that, just in general. Oh, and you said you said white gloves, right? Going up with the chat real quick. White gloves. Right. So I'll fix that in a moment. Yes, they are. Gotcha. So yeah, I'll fix that in a sec. Oh, pfft. I'm sitting here trying to fill this in, completely ignoring the fact that I'm going to be coloring that white in a second. So yeah, let's fix this instead. Just a quick patch job and some more compensation for the shitty fill can. I say shitty. It's like it's a bad. It's not a bad fill can. It's the same fill can as basically every other fill can. I don't know. I'm sure it's something on my end that I'm doing wrong. Uh-oh. That's the wrong layer. Oh, back all that up. There it is. Woo! Okay, thank you. Thank God for the undo button. Nobody saw that. I will erase the other thing in a second here. Just a bit of over-exaggeration as per my style. Alright, there's that one. Let's go do the other. I can make that bigger. Maybe about 22, I think. Me thinking. Whoop. Hang on. Okay. Let's see, and then I'm trying to remember the whip off the top of my head too. Oh god, I do not remember anything about this character outside of her like immediate body features. Where's my mouse? And that's largely due to the part that I just have a direct reference right here. If I remember correctly, though, this part, I think it was like this, the grip and the crystal holder are the same color as her bands, and then the whip itself is like a shade darker or something like that. I think I've got that right. So what I'm going to do is make a new layer with a multiply. No, that's not right. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it was more ropey, something like that. Whatever. I'll start with that color, and then the actual crystal itself, it was a couple shades darker than Spicy herself. It was like a bit like this, but darker. I'm doing this almost entirely from memory, so you guys will have to bear with me. Okay, no, that's not blue enough. I think I'll start here and then add to it. Yeah, I'll use this blue as a base, and then we'll add shiny to it once we get to that point. The cool thing about the cool thing about the Spicy Project characters, or just Snow Worldens in general, is that Lou tends to just have like one coherent palette for them. So like, for example, with Spicy, almost all the blues are going to be a variation of her base blue. You go to Mint, and like all of her base, all of the green on Mint is based loosely off of her base color of green. Like, you get what I mean. There's a lot of color consistency with the characters, which I really like. It makes coloring them and decorating them super easy. Which actually gets me thinking that maybe just because of that color consistency rule that I mentioned earlier, the whip's probably not the right color. But I think we're going to go with this anyway for the time being. I'll change it later as need be, if need be. But I think for right now, I'm just going to put in a solid little rope brown. Shiny. Okay. The whip is actually a green very similar to her hairband. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do in that case is I'll use probably the dark end of her headband color. Maybe lower it just a little bit. Probably something more like that, more akin to that. Purple Ichor boots. Okay. I had a feeling it was going to be somewhere akin to that. Whoop. Hold up. Use selection as a boundary. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Oh, that's not gonna work. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'm onto something there, but I'll do it later. I'll try it later. Here we go, feather. Gotta turn that off. I don't remember why I had feather on a while, but there we go. Mm. Just doing a minor sweep through, still trying to figure out the fill can, so we're gonna do like just a minor little touch up. I'm honestly trying to remember why I had the fill can set to feather. Of course you have feather on, you're a bird. Ha! You clever, clever shrew. But seriously though, I had feather on for like a specific project and I'm having a hard time remembering what it was. That looks like it'll be fine. Let's, then this next one, we'll put underneath this layer. And in doing so, we will expose this hole in our defenses. And I am fortifying this location. Haha. Oh, it appears I'm on the wrong layer again. Oh well. One more thing I'm gonna have to fix. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, I genuinely thought the app just crashed for a second there. Oh man. I'm on spicy. Yep. Let's just do that because now I'm paranoid. Let's save our progress there because now I'm hyper paranoid about that. Save for safety, indeed. You know, I genuinely don't remember which song this is. Whoa, what the hell is that? Which is weird, because I've had most of this soundtrack memorized, but nope, I'm straight up drawing a blank on what song this is. Oh, I see you over there. Splat. So what I'm thinking is we do the blue from the crystal and go like a little bit darker for her boots. I can't actually hear the song very well. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, I'll adjust that. 40. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's Maybe. That's right. Oh no, I remember where this song is. I remember where this song plays now. That's better. Good. Yeah, no, I remember this song now. It was one of the super depressing ones. If you went down the super emo path. Yeah, if anything ever gets too loud for one reason or another, either I'm too loud or the music's too loud, just feel free to let me know. I will make adjustments. Streams are like games as a service. They are ever evolving and will almost always disappoint you. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Maybe I should say that instead that they almost always will screw up in some way. There we go. Yeah, I like that one better actually. Streams have a magical way of nuking themselves. Yeah. Shit. Hold on. What color was I gonna use? I think that. Do not appreciate later editing. I mean, yeah, that's true enough. I should know, as a video editor, I run into those kinds of problems all the time. Oh, that's too big. Let's dial that back a bit. Right about there, I'd say. Yeah, I can fix that thing later. BRB again. Alrighty, Eric. You know where I'll be. At least for the next couple hours. Don't know how long I'm going to stream today. Depending on how long this takes, this might be the one and only thing I do today. I think I overshot her boot just a little bit. Oh, just a moment, guys. Someone wants the link. There we go. Sorry about the delay. Let's get my mouse back on track and fix the minor exaggerations. Back again. Welcome back, Mr. Eric. Whoop. Hello. The problem with having a tablet as your second screen is that every so often your cursor just jets off and does its own thing in a separate universe. Makes corrections fairly difficult. It is chill music. I agree. I found this is actually a this is actually a variant on the Night in the Woods soundtrack. It's Night in the Woods, but they added some stormy, rainy atmosphere to it, which seemed perfect for me for what I was trying to do with the stream today. So I decided we're going to go with that. Plus, I just love the Night in the Wood music, just in general. Like, Alec Holoco was a godsend. That is an awesome choice. It definitely is an awesome choice. I actually really like this song. It gives me RuneScape vibes, oddly enough. Like the Coniferous area. Or just any of the spooky areas, I guess, in general. Honestly, one of these days, I think I'm gonna reach out and see if somebody and see if somebody wants their character on RuneScape drawn. Just because it would give me an excuse to throw up that soundtrack in the background instead, because it's a really solid soundtrack. I have not played RuneScape in ages. Honestly, I haven't either. RuneScape's become such a... Okay, so RuneScape Classic's okay. But RuneScape 3 has become such a cash grab, for lack of a better term. It genuinely feels like Jagex cares about their money more than basically anything else related to the game, and it's kind of sad, but... Sounds fun. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, because it is something I definitely want to do. I still have a soft spot for RuneScape, even if I disagree with basically everything the devs have ever done and ever will do. RuneScape very much was my childhood, so I can't hate the game outright. That is a layering error. That was a tactical error. I remember playing it on the modern from hell. Oh, the modem from hell. Sorry, waiting for an hour just to maybe move from one area to another. Oh my god, no! Like you and me both. Seriously, like way back in like the early incarnations of RuneScape 2, like loading was dreadful, but I kept pushing through because oh my god, that's so. No, that was exactly me too. In like the early incarnations of RuneScape 2. The sign saying "Please wait," attempting to reestablish connection, that was just part of the gameplay loop for me. I would explore a little bit, you know, I would do some combat. The connection lost sign would pop up, and I'd sit there for about 10 minutes and just think about everything that had happened up until that point. Like, that was just part of the gameplay loop for me. It wasn't until I got much older and I got a better laptop that I realized, oh, wait a minute. That's not normal. The game isn't supposed to constantly lose internet connection and have to reconnect to itself. It just, for some reason, it never occurred to me until way later on in my life that was just an abnormal thing. I just thought it was part of the loop, part of the gameplay loop. Man, the glory days before everything became hyper competitive and like you didn't care if a game functioned You didn't care if the game was functional or not. Just the fact that you got to play it was cool. Of course, this is back in pre-20, like way back pre-2000s. That was way back in the early 2000s, so my outlook on basically everything has changed at this point. If the game isn't functioning completely flawlessly, I get pissed off at this point. And I'll leave scathing reviews on Metacritic and Twitter for your poor optimization. But although I guess history is repeating itself technically, considering every modern triple F game that's coming out these days has performance and technical issues, we are going back to that era, it seems. For better or for worse. Now I always have guard up, everything trying to milk me dry or make me angry enough to throw money at them. Yep. And it sucks because so many so many childhood franchises are being affected by it. Like, it would bug me a lot less if it was like a bunch of knockoff one-off games or like new games that weren't established, or if it was only happening to Call of Duty, because let's be real here, nobody gives a shit about Call of Duty. With the exception of the most recent game, because that game slaps, but like everything else, like, but think about all the games that are being affected by it. We lost a Diablo game. That's huge. We lost Torchlight, which was, I mean, Torchlight do what Diablo don't up until now, which now we just lost, which now they did the same thing and did it worse. We just lost the Sonic game because Sonic Frontiers was maybe a solid 5. And then I've been seeing reviews of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and everyone's talking about how the game is technologically just shit. Like, I'd feel a lot worse. I'd feel a lot better about this, or at least I'd care a lot less if it was like off-brand ripoffs that were having these technical issues. But we live in this bizarro era where the mods and the fan games are more stable than the mainstay product. And that baffles me. Like, the smaller games with the smaller teams should be the ones having technical issues. So why is the triple F industry the one having all the technical issues, and yet I can play an indie developed game with a smaller studio and a smaller budget, and everything works as intended, and it's a blast? Like, that bugs the hell out of me. Anyway, rant over. Sorry about that. Let's get back on track here. It's about flat art's done. So I'm going to collapse all of these layers into one, and then we're going to start working on, I guess, the first layer of multiply. I'm probably not going to use this as a rough color anymore, just because I prefer to use multiply. Sonic just needs two things. 1, bring back the chow raising, and 2, have decent movement. So, I'm actually going to disagree with you there. In my opinion, the best thing about Sonic games is playing any character that isn't Sonic. Think about all of the games that everyone thinks are just objectively good Sonic games. Obviously, all the Dreamcast games were phenomenal. Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Unleashed. People are lukewarm about Sonic and the Black Knight, but it's still overall a positive review. What all those things have in common is that Sonic is... Oh, and then all of the games for all of the Advanced series. The Advanced series was phenomenal. But the one thing they all have in common is that Sonic is the first character that you play as, but he's not the only character. After you play through the game with Sonic, you get to play as Knuckles. You get to play as Tails. You get to play as Werehog. You get to play as... I remember people like Colors, but I never got to play myself. Colors kind of follows this, because not only do you have Sonic, but you also have all of the Wisp abilities. You're not going to play through Colors only playing as just Sonic. You're going to use all of the Wisp abilities. All of the different color abilities, aptly named. And that's kind of the point I'm getting at. the most fun you can have in a Sonic game is playing someone that isn't Sonic. So you've got all these modern Sonic releases where you have to play as Sonic, and all of his friends and all of the other characters, all of the sub playstyles are all tossed aside. That was like a 20-second song. What the hell? If they want to have another, home run Sonic game, they need to reintroduce the characters and the different Knuckles and Shadows Epic Edgy Adventure is a game I would totally buy. Oh hell yes. But if they want to have a golden, like, absolute ace Sonic game, really all they need to do... Oop, that's the end of that track. DJ, spin that shit! This is a different soundtrack, so you might have some overlapping songs. So they might play more than once. I don't know. But yeah. Just give us a game where, you know what? I'm gonna make a very, very bold claim. You alright? The best thing they could do for a Sonic game is give us a game where you do not play as Sonic at all. Give us a game where you're only playing as Sonic's friends, or as a character creator, or a character creator, an OC character, and then have Sonic... We'll just do a complete 180. Sonic is only in the background of this game, and he is seen as this god among men, essentially. Sonic is what your character and what all the other characters would aspire to be. The only time Sonic is on screen is on cutscenes, and he is just ripping through enemy robots. He is doing all of these awesome stunts. He's allowed to be as anime and over the top as possible because you're not playing as him. Sonic is just seen as this all-powerful badass. And that's what your character strives to be. It would allow them to reinforce how actually powerful Sonic is without handicapping him. And it would reintroduce the idea of multiple characters, multiple playstyles, basically everything that made the old Sonic games fun. So yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think a new Sonic game needs. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The best thing they could do for the Sonic franchise is make a game where you don't play as Sonic. You play as anyone or everyone that isn't Sonic. And then you just make Sonic out to be this god among men. God among rodents. I genuinely think that'll save the franchise. Now onto something completely different. I need to get this drawing done, and that rant killed a lot of time. Just from someone who's overly passionate about Sonic games, who wants Sonic to come back and be the almighty awesome boss figure I know him to be. Like, I love Sonic, and I want to see him succeed. And I genuinely think that's what it needs to be. That's what they need to do to make it succeed. So, yep. Back to cute, spicy art. Exactly. Oh, that's the problem. Okay. One of these days there it goes. One of these days I'll get this shit correct. Oh, that looks different. Am I Did I get the coloring wrong? Yeah, I got the coloring wrong. Okay. Shit. I said I wasn't going to do this, and then I did it anyway. Now I feel stupid. Okay. Okay, that's problematic. I said I was going to do this, and then I freaking did it anyway. Okay, normal. The hell? Oh, was I still on... Is that what I did? Multiply. Huh, okay. I was still on this color when I was doing the multiply layers. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I can work with this. I mean, it looks good. I think it looks good. We'll just dial this... We'll just we'll file this one under a happy little accident. Under a Bob Ross trademarked happy little accident. Really? Stop that. This thing's doing so many freaky things. Okay, so as far as one thing I know for a fact I can do is I can do this and darken the skies a little. But yeah, if you ever want to hear my 2 bits on basically anything, I've got a hot take for just about every game franchise ever made, so if there's ever something you want me to rant about, feel free to let me know in the comments and I will do my damnedest. Okay, that might have been a bit too big. How about Super Mario? I did say just about, to be fair. Mario's doing all right. He's a pretty cool dude. The only thing I could really rant about is why the hell is Chris Pratt voicing Mario in the movie, and why did he phone it in so hard? That's honestly the one and only thing I can complain about as far as Mario is concerned. Any strong feelings one way or the other. That's it, honestly. It's just I'm disappointed with the Chris Pratt voice cast. Especially because Jack Black I think is a fairly strong Bowser. Who the voice actor for Kamek kills it. He is so good. I genuinely think that is the best sounding Kamek, and I seriously don't think anyone else is going to be able to top it. Well, I do expect the movie to be 1,000 times better than the previous Mario movie. Yes, Eric, but you see the problem with that is you see 100 plus 1 is 101. Or 100% better than 1 is 2. I think that's a better analogy. So it's like, yes, it's going to be better, but where do we draw the line? Like, what's considered a good, what's considered good? If you take 100% of 1, you're left with 2. It's an improvement. It is a 100% improvement, but it's still only up by 1 number. You still got like 98 to go. If you're going for that sweet 100, you got a solid 98 to go, brother. Okay, the part I was dreading the most, I get to do the multiply layer for her core body, which is just going to take forever, but here we go. And in the famous words of Mario, Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. Sorry, not sorry. There's no way that doesn't turn into a meme somewhere down the line. You know what they say, all toasters toast toast. Absolutely. Amen, brother. I love that I'm not the only one who quotes that, by the way. That's phenomenal. That's one of my favorite quotes from just any meme thing. Truly the pinnacle of Mario writing. That is unapologetically one of my favorite things to say, just to quote from anything Mario related, and it's great because nobody understands when I say this, and I always get funny looks. But I will still unapologetically throw it out every chance I get. Trying out a little something here. Didn't quite work. That's fine. You burn, you learn. Ah, shit. Hold on. Let me just splash that back in there. Just fill in a few more gaps. Bear with me. Genuinely don't know how I want to approach this. maybe something like that, and then I can probably correct it later. I don't know. This could be bigger. Spicy Project, hello, thanks for doing this challenge. Hey, Spicy! Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for the awesome line art. This, seriously, I need to get tips from you at some point. This line art is so cool. And it's like 1,000 times better than anything I've ever done up until this point. So, yeah, if you've ever got any tips for me, that would be great. And thank you for dropping by. That means a lot to me. Oh my gosh, I still haven't gotten all the fill gaps. Hi. There we go. My advice for line art would be do the thick lines for the outside and thin for the inside. I will keep that in mind. Admittedly, when it comes to my line art, I typically just do it. I have one style of line art for all of them, which admittedly that's probably why my line art doesn't look that good. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind moving forward, and maybe I'll try experimenting with multiple types of line arts. But that helps a lot. Thank you. Also, I never thought of that. Yeah, me neither, honestly. Also, Spicy, while I've got you here, I sent you. I couldn't contact you on Twitter. You have your DMs closed, which is fine. I get that. I sent you a message on Tumblr. I don't know how frequently you are on there, but I was hoping you could get a reference for me because there's some more line art line art. There's another project I want to work on for you, but I need a very specific reference. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out with that, that would be awesome. I would love to send more art your way because I love your series and I love Spicy as a whole. I just needed a quick reference so that I know what I'm making something correctly, essentially. The message should still be on Tumblr for you. I don't know how frequently you're there, but yeah, if you'd like some more fan art thrown your way, that I could use some help there. Oh my gosh, we are just finding all of the fill. We are just finding all the fill gaps today. You missed it earlier. I was ranting about my fill bucket because it's not that great. I'm still trying to figure out how to make the most of it. There we go. How else do I want to play this? Probably like that. Stretch. We do a bit of stretching, and we do a bit of knuckle popping. Whew. This can get exhausting after a while if you don't have proper equipment. So I use Clip Studio, but what helps me using the Magic Wand selection tool on lines, use alien screening. So that goes a bit further, still hidden lines. And then using the bucket on the color layer after. I don't know if your program has an option like that. Not in the same way. So I hear a lot. What I hear a lot is that people who use Clip Studio, I'm bumping my mic, sorry, but people who use Clip Studio, they use vectors for their line art, and that's the main advice I hear everywhere: is that make sure that your line art is are vectors. The biggest problem with that, in my case, is that Krita, the program I use, they use vectors for a very different reason. We don't. Vectors are mostly used for quick shapes, and a lot of them can't be colored. Vectors are sexy lines. Yeah, not according to Krita. In Krita, vectors are shapes, and they're mostly used to make quick shapes. And a lot of the time, you can't paint or color them because they're on a separate vector layer. This is something I'm still trying to work around, basically to this day. So I've been using, whoops, wrong layer. I'm gonna start like a little jar in the corner every time I use a, every time I draw on the wrong layer, I have to put a quarter in the jar. But yeah, essentially everything I've been doing has been drawn up until this point, just because the way Krita handles vectors is different than most other app programs, and it's very weird. I have very few complaints about Krita, but how they handle vectors is definitely one of them. Maybe when I get maybe if I get 100 followers on YouTube, what I'll do is if I I'll do a don't draw on the wrong layer challenge, and every time I draw on the wrong layer, I have to gift a tier 1 sub. And I get to joke about stuff like that because I'm never gonna have 100 followers. Woohoo! It doesn't really bother me if I do or don't, honestly, Eric. The whole reason why I'm doing these streams is to make sure I have to make sure I've got the motivation to actually do work. It's essentially a way of pressuring myself into continuing to draw and make the assets I need to make for my projects. If nobody shows up to my streams, honestly, I don't care. Nope, it's no love lost. Worst case scenario, I will just draw. I will be here drawing. And when you're dying, I will be still alive, and when you're dead, I will be still alive. And I'm glad to hang out with you as you do. Still alive. Yep. Still alive. Still alive. It was. Portal was an awesome game. I agree completely. The orange box was just a work of genius. The turrets be like, I don't hate you as you knock them over. Yeah. We didn't deserve the turrets. They were too good for this world. Oh, what layer are you on? Oh my god, have I been putting all of this on the wrong layer? Oh, I'm gonna be so pissed at myself if I screwed this up this badly. Oh no, okay, so this is salvageable, it's just this. This was the only thing I put on the wrong layer, I think. So wait, what layer is this on? This is multiply. Okay, hold on, I'm confused. Oh my god. I gotta do a thing real quick, hang on. I'm so confused right now. Holy crap, I would be gifting so many tier 1 subs right now. Okay, that looks better. Crisis averted, everyone. Sorry about that. Holy moly. We are moving on. We are not moving on. I gotta figure out this out now. There it is. Okay, we are moving on. Great, that's decided. Moving on. Fire has been put out. Yes, sir. May return to their homes. Whew. I'm glad I managed to figure that out, because I feel like that would have haunted me. I feel like that just as easily would have caused me a bunch of problems if I hadn't. I can make that a bit rounder. Hold on. Damn it. Okay, that looks a little better. Alright, let's see. Is this a good color to use here? It will be once I put it on the right layer. There we go. Not sure if I like that, to be honest. Yeah, that looks too much like her skin tone. I'm gonna tone this down a bit. Maybe gray it a little. Better. Wow! This little itty bitty SOB. Okay. Think we got it. Agreed. Nice. Alright, we are in agreement. Gonna be a minute. I have to take care of a chore real quick. Alright. No rush as always, Art. I ain't going anywhere. Heck yeah, favorite song. Let's go. It is my favorite song, even if I can't seem to get the notes right for some reason. Ugh. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do. Maybe her boots. That's a little better. Hey, hey, hey yourself. Thanks for your patience. Who's the one streaming again, Eric? In hindsight, this is a bit more... This shade's a bit more green than gray, but honestly, I think it fits within the... I think it fits within the color palette, honestly. Especially with how much blue Spicy has on her. A greenish gray, I think, would actually fits pretty well. Lonely Crow, hi hi, welcome to the party. Hey Beezy, it's good to see you. And how are you doing today? dang it, hold on. Multiply. There we go. I get to see your art now. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, you could have asked. Oh, Eric, this is my friend Breezy. Doing a little travel today. Oh, cool. Yeah, Breezy's actually the one I visited in Abilene a couple weeks back. He is my good fellow bird friend. Sorry, would you actually would you prefer Breezy or Whitefire here? It's up to you. I know Breezy's your stage name. It's just that I'm so used to calling you BZ at this point. My other favorite song. Nice. I gets the tufa. Breezy is fine. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna keep calling you BZ just because I'm used to calling you that. Now, excuse me while I continue my endless struggle with drawing curves. Curves. Ugh, that still looks off. This is Lori M. It's Lori's theme song from Night in the Woods. And considering Lori is my favorite character, I'm contractually obligated to have this as my favorite song. Using cool people, I had fun hanging out. I'm glad you had fun. I had a blast too. It was fun. I just yeah, I wish we could have done a little more, but me being me, just I was tired and a lot of stuff had happened, so there was only so much I was actually able to we were actually able to do. trying to think what else I should probably do with this before I start doing the darker layers. Oh, right. You did more than I did. I mean, I guess. I feel like that's partially my fault. A lot of the stuff I did was kind of one person. But hey, you know what? It came and went. I had fun. You had fun. We can agree that it was a blast and leave it there. Something spilled milk. That help. Hold on. Mute. I'm not sure if those pings are going to show up in the stream or not. I'd rather you guys not be assailed by Discord pings. Yeah, thanks, BZ. I just got it. I just had to pause and do a server mute so that you guys, like I said, I don't want y'all getting assailed by pings. And yeah, my condolences to Asura for what happened. That, like, it's kind of a shit deal that it actually came to that he had to do that in the first place. Okay, that's right. We'll drop back down. I want to add a bit more shading to the hair, I guess. I want to add a bit more to this. Alright, I think that's good for right now. Let's start on this. Let's start on the darker layer. $1 million question of the day. Do I want to do a multiply layer, or do I want this to be an over layer? Let me see what this looks like. Overlay. Oh, no. Overlay's not gonna work. Okay, that's fine. Multiply. It's another one of those songs that gives me RuneScape vibes. Night in the Woods was good at that. I think that looks good. Keyword being think. Escape, run escape. Oh man, BZ, you missed our whole nostalgic throwback. It was about 20 minutes ago where we just talked about RuneScape for like 20 minutes. But that was the gist of it. I only played a little bit back in 2001. I think that's about the time I was playing too, actually. More or less the RuneScape 2 era, I believe. Definitely great for what it was, but not so much these days. Probably just gonna end up darkening this whole arm, honestly. It's way in the back. Let's see. try that again. Get a smaller size, I guess. That's better. Just gonna color this whole edge, honestly. Yes. We've once returned... yes, my old nemesis. A decent fucking curve. Honestly, I think it's the pen I'm using. It just doesn't want to turn that way. Whoop. What happened there? There we go. Not really. Damn. No, that's not my nemesis, Eric. That's my rival. One's a pain in the ass, the other one is genuinely out to get me. Save for safety. Gotcha, thank you. Yeah, good point. I should probably be doing that after every one of these, after I switch focus on the layers anyway, so thank you for pointing that out. Let's grab that. And we're gonna put some of it right here. And actually, while I'm here, let's do that. There we go. I'm gonna have to remember this pen for my for when I do shading in the future. This is actually a very good pen for this. Let's see. Then I'll put it here. Then probably right here as well. Oh, holy crap, that's the wrong button. What happened there? There we go. Crisis averted. Okay, let's see. I would suppose next up would be highlights. Actually, on this one, there's a couple spots I want to go darker. So let's do that first. And save. Ah, my mouse is doing weird things again. Stop being weird, mouse. Shitting on the hands. Thank you. Gotta make sure I'm getting these colors right. Spicy community will help me down if I don't. Let's see, that looks good. Let's see if we can't get some lighter colors going. Overlay. Okay, that's not it. Luminosity, maybe? Oh, man. Was it screen that I used to use for lightning? I guess so, yeah. That looks about right. Maybe I'm just making this too big. Hang on. Now for the shiny parts. That's a bit much, I think. That's a little better. Let's go with that. I can make that bigger. Hold on. I'm gonna make this bigger. Then we do a big arc. Or something. I think that's our second song done. Yes, it is. We are swapping on over. DJ spin that shit. This is just going to be, it's still rain ambience, but it's just going to be a mix of mostly Nintendo songs. Bit of Animal Crossing, bit of Sonic, a little bit of everything else under the sea. Yeah, this is Knuckles, and it's raining. This is Knuckles, and it's raining. Been indoors for a little while. Okay, I was wondering where you were going with this. Good God, shame on you. You're... I was gonna say, you are bastardizing a work of art, good sir. So I was talking to Jerry about this the other day, but one of the things I've been playing in lieu of Sonic Frontiers is there is a massive overhaul mod called Modern SA2, and what it does is it takes Sonic Adventure 2 and it overhauls it from the ground up with graphics and music and animations and sound effects and everything from the modern Sonic games. So quite literally Sonic Adventure 2, but with a modern coat of paint. And as awesome as that sounds, and for as much as I enjoy it, I've got one glaring issue with it. and that is that in and of itself. And my biggest issue with it is that pretty much every single Sonic game, it's cool. It really is cool for what it's worth. But every single Sonic game after, God, I want to say after Colors, maybe up to and including Colors, every song, every soundtrack has been a net downgrade from SA2. So it's like, yes, you guys overhauled everything, but in the process of overhauling everything, you modernized, air quotes, the soundtrack, and modern Sonic music is just inferior. So I had to go back through and re-download and essentially re-screw with the mod, and I had to change all of the music back to the original SA2 music because it's just better in every conceivable way. So it's like, it's really cool that you guys decided to modernize SA2, and frankly, modern Sonic Adventure 2 is a better game than Frontiers ever will be, just period. That's just objective fact. But oh my god, why did you touch the music? Like, just, why did you do anything to the music? Especially Knuckles' stages. Like, Knuckles' stages got overhauled and they got a completely different rapper to do the vocal parts, and it just sounds awful. Compared to the actual, like, the original OG rapper, it sounds awful. So I don't know what they were thinking touching the music, which was just objectively the best part of the entire game. But I managed to pull it off where I got the textures and sound effects and everything, and I got the old music, and I kept the old music intact. And honestly, I'm just having an absolute blast with it. It really feels like a brand new game. You toss in a character selection mod, and frankly, it plays like Sonic Adventure 3, and it's phenomenal, and I'm loving every second of it. But for the love of God, do not touch my music. Leave that alone, please. Oh God, I beg you. By the way, talked with Jerry right quick. He wants to know if you would like to join him and Joseph for dinner and then watch the movie The Menu. Last Night Completely Blind, absolutely loved it. So, actually, in most cases, yes, I would absolutely join him for that. Today, however, specifically, I can't. And actually, this is also going to be the reason why I'm going to cut the stream short. We're actually celebrating my sister's, God, I don't remember how old she is, but we're celebrating her birthday one way or the other. So we're actually going out to eat later. And my evening is going to be spent with her, essentially. So, once I get done with this stream, I'm going to be prepping to go to that. But yeah, let Jerry know that otherwise, yes, I absolutely would join him for that because that sounds awesome. But I cannot. He says he hopes you all have a great time. Well, you know what, Jerry, I appreciate that, and just for that, I will try my damnedest to have a good time. So there. Shit, I forgot this was a screen. Okay, can't do that. Alright, that just about does it for the shading for this drawing. Let's get a background going, shall we? Oh, what's screen 50 look like? No, let's do screen 100. Screen 100's fine. $50, $50, $50. This should all be 50. Yeah, so I think I can merge all of these, because this should all be multiply 50. Oh god, this song. This song. Eric, do you know who Skyman Slash is? By any chance? Like the... Yeah, like the YouTuber Skyman Slash. So she's a YouTuber that mostly does TF2 content. Skymin. Well, I guess it is Skyman Slash. But anyway, she uses this song as her intro, and for the longest time, I thought this song was a song that she had commissioned for herself, just because I didn't know what the song was, and it sounded super original the first time I heard it. And for the longest time, I thought this was I just knew this as Skyman's theme song. And then, as I was going through this soundtrack randomly one day, the the intro to the song started playing, and I was like, huh, this is a really cool song. It kind of gives me vibes of Skyman's theme song. And then the part she uses for the intro started playing, and I started laughing my ass off. Because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This actually is Skyman's theme song. I'm just a moron. But yeah, really cool TF2 content creator. Although she's more on Twitch these days, apparently. She got tired of the YouTube grind, and I don't blame her for that, because the YouTube grind is exhausting. But yeah, this part right here is this is the part of the song she uses as a this is the part of the song that she uses as an intro, and I genuinely did not know that. And figuring that out the hard way was just frankly really funny. repeat none. Not radial. I don't want this to be radial. I want this to be linear, probably. This is my gradient fill, right? I'm not crazy? Pretty sure this is gradient. Oh, wait, hang on. That's weird. Why is it... Oh, hang on. I see the problem. Let me pull this over to the other screen real quick. There we go. It's opening all of these windows on the first freaking window, and I'm having to click and drag them all over. Why are you like this? Oh my god, stop it. Please. There we go, that's better. Probably about here. And more this way. Nice, there we go. And now we get to do the favorite part. My favorite part of drawing this thing, drawing a piece from one of my pieces, which is going absolutely abysmally ham with the airbrush. So yeah, just gonna. Bear with me for a moment. I promise this will look way better once I actually get done screwing around with it. Multiply. Swap that to multiply. Go down by about... Yeah. It's essentially just a quick way to add a layer of shading. Even though I literally end up deleting almost all of it when I do this, but the little bits that stick around tend to add color, tend to add at least a little something to the drawing. Oh, I didn't even realize you'd left, Eric, to be perfectly honest. When did you tap out? Sorry, you usually say BRB or something when you leave. Yeah, and it's like... just a minute or two. But yeah, it's there. It's literally... I literally do this just because it makes a little... It adds a little bit of extra... it adds a little bit extra color shading and helps with contrast a little bit. The bits and pieces, to my BRBing duties. It's cool. Everyone makes mistakes. What's important is that you learn from your mistakes and then you never do it again. And heaven help you if you do it again. But yeah, I usually do one of these that is black, and then that is exclusively black, and then I do another one that's a color more aligned with the color of the picture. Okay, not overlay. What I meant to do, I think, was saturation, if I remember correctly. Not one saturation either. What the hell? It definitely wasn't luminosity. Holy crap. Jesus. Was it just a screen again? I forget what I put here. Screen? Yeah, I guess it was just a screen. I love Undertale music, but it does not last long enough, let me tell you. Score Steam 10 hours. I wish a brother would. Oh, I've made a mistake. That wasn't as big. That wasn't as big or as long as I thought it would be. Shit. Or it's much bigger or longer than I thought it would be. Shit. Okay, that didn't do anywhere close to what I thought it was gonna do. Let me delete. We're gonna try that again with this one. Really? What am I thinking of then? Trying to get this webbing more visible. There we go. And then final touch for the crystal. And there we go. Ta-da! Damn it, I almost did that again. I did the thing. Oh, I did have that right. This is a weird Cult of the Lamb game. Well, Manatee, to be fair, Cult of the Lamb was the thing I was going to work on next, but we're almost at the 3-hour point, and I need to cut today's stream short, unfortunately. Thank you for joining us today. Unfortunately, you're catching us at the tail end of the stream. I can make that look a little cleaner, methinks. Okay. That's going to take some working on, and I'm too lazy to do it. And actually, did I not open... But yeah, just as a bit of a preview, let me see if I can find it here. I thought I had all the tabs open, but for some reason the other tab closed down. Just to prove to you that I'm not a liar. Where the hell did it go? There it is. That brush looks like it draws space-time. Yeah, it does. It's something I've been meaning to work with, but I just for some reason haven't been able to find anything creative with it until now. But just to show you that I'm not a liar, this was the next drawing I was gonna work on. I promise this was meant to be. I did actually mean to work on Cult of the Lamb stuff today. I just, like I said, I'm just out of time. Actually, what do we got here? Yeah, I mean, we're like, what, 10 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, which is where I needed to call it. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have time to work on this, or Steve, which is regrettable. But hey, that's the spicy collab done. A bit cursed. A bit cursed for Steve. Why is it cursed? Why is it cursed? Tell me why it's cursed. Yeah, 3 hours. Can you believe it? Yeah, this stream's been live for 3 hours. Here's the other thing I was actually... here's the full thing I was going to work on, including references. Oh, yeah, the head being the same... You know what? Yeah, you're right. The head the same size as the body. You're right. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, actually. I am going to change that a bit. I'll work on that off screen. You raised a good point. Anyway, so if nothing else, we got the spicy collab done, and I'm actually pretty happy about that. So let's save that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I need to get going to my sister's birthday party. But hey, thanks so much for joining, Manatee Man. I'm sorry you came in at the last second. I always stream Saturday at noon. So if you actually if you wanna join us for if you wanna join us sometime next week, since you came in late, yeah, Saturday at noon CDT. I'm pretty sure it's CDT. If you want to try and catch the next one. Until then, y'all take care.